you break my table?
I did.
Well, you want Jennifer? Can't take you anywhere. All right, so we're ready to begin. Okay. Happy?
Happy.
Okay. Welcome to Rick's Corner. We have a little audience here today, which is kind of shooting behind the scenes, but my guest today is Jennifer Henry, who was here, what, like a year ago?
Has it been close to?
Yeah, probably close to a year ago, and over that year's time, she's done a lot with her life, and we stay in touch, and her boyfriend Mike is here shooting some shows, and we're just going to have a nice little chat. So since the last time I saw you, you had said something on your Facebook about not training and gaining some weight and then losing some weight, and what inspired that?
Well, what actually happened was I had gotten into, long story short, I had gotten into competing.
Yeah.
I'd done about 8 shows, and towards somewhere in between the 6th and 7th show, I found out that I had bad kidneys and that I couldn't handle the amount of protein that I was ingesting, because it was anywhere from like 180 to 200 grams of protein a day.
Yeah.
And so being a 150-pound girl, I needed at least 150 grams of protein, right,
yeah,
on average, to even maintain, and the doctor said no, half that. I want you on around 70 to 80 grams of protein. And so when my whole every day is based on this structure that I've gotten comfortable with, and my whole, like, I have control over the few things in life that I have control over, and they're set and they're in a certain rhythm, all that rhythm got thrown off. At the same time, the place I was renting was sold, and we had to find a new place real quick, and it didn't work out so well. And so things were all changing. The boot camp where I was running my boot camp, the owner didn't renew the lease, and so I wasn't really charging enough to make a business out of it and take it somewhere and be successful. I mean, I could have, but I didn't have the time to put in because I'm a full-time hairstylist.
Yeah.
So just kind of everything happened, and everything kind of shifted out from underneath me. And so I started kind of to fall into like a secret depression.
Yeah.
And so slowly but surely I was sneaking through a drive-through here, or sneaking through a few candy bars here and there, and I would make sure I threw away the wrappers and wrapped them up in something, so even if someone was going through the trash, they wouldn't see it. It was very sick.
Yeah.
And so
a sneak eater.
Well, and I have a history of addiction problem.
Yeah.
And so because of the fact that I was so reliant on my structure, and the fact that had been all flipped around, and it was almost like I was going into a weird relapse, but with food.
Yeah.
And so I had to call myself out. So I actually called myself out on social media, because for some reason I feel that it does hold me accountable. And so slowly but surely I've been, getting back into eating right again, just eating cleaner, making better choices,
sure,
not hiding things. I honestly feel like if you're doing something you need to be sneaking it, then you probably shouldn't be doing it.
That's true.
And that it's wrong. So, I just kind of had to have a little epiphany and pull myself out of it.
But Jennifer, that's not so bad, because a lot of people go through that. When you train for contests, for all the years I trained, I only have one kidney, so I've got to be careful too what I eat, and I do eat a lot of protein, always like 1 gram per pound of body weight. But they say you have to interlace that with carbohydrates too, so your kidneys get the balance out. And when we eat like that, we're used to eating a certain way, right?
Right.
Did you notice a difference in your body when you cut your protein back?
I did. I felt weaker. I didn't heal as quickly when I was lifting.
Yeah.
I would lift about as heavy, but I didn't feel as strong. I didn't feel as, and I didn't heal. Like I said, I didn't heal quickly at all. I was sore for long periods of time. I noticed I was having to double my BCAAs in order to get the recovery that I needed. And so it's kind of been a game I've started to play, is playing around with my supplements and my different things that I put in my body to supplement for what I'm not getting because of the protein. And so like BCAAs or even NCTs like coconut oil.
But yeah, coconut oil is great. But
right.
The BCAAs, isn't that the same thing as taking your protein for your kidney?
It is, but it's so broken down and it's so basic that at least my body's not having to work so hard to break down the meat. The protein complex.
Yeah, because it can be detrimental to the kidneys if you get too much protein. You should monitor if you go to the doctor. If you find anything wrong, take care of that, because if your kidneys go, you go.
That's true.
It's just one of those things. I have a question too. Why is it, and I notice in the gym that women gain weight so much faster than men when they take off. I can see a woman in the gym and within a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, she's been off, she goes back, she's 20 pounds heavier in the butt.
I believe the lack of testosterone.
Is that what it is?
I believe so. I think that, even men, whether they're natural or whether they're juicing, the guys that are juicing can handle more off-season dieting than the guy, not that they should. I mean, it still takes a lot of clean eating and a lot of food to get where you are, whether you're natural or you juice, but the fact is that they can get away with a little bit more. And I think that the girls who also play around and stuff like that, I think they tend to get away with a little bit more. And then there's some of us who have just naturally higher testosterone levels that I think have always kind of had a higher metabolism, a higher drive.
It does change it.
I think it has a lot to do with it.
And because the estrogen retention will actually hold water. In a man, if you have to take estrogen blockers if you're on testosterone, some people do because it enhances the estrogen as well, then you retain water and you get bloated and then your body changes like a woman. But it's so hard because you train people.
I do.
And people say, oh my God, I just can't follow the diet. It's just so hard to eat right. And it's just a matter of sitting down for each meal and just making a choice. I always felt you can't plan the whole week, unless some people do, they make their food for the week. But every meal I sit down and say, okay, I'm going to pick this, I'm going to pick this and this because this is how I'm supposed to eat.
Right.
And then one day I'll go to In-N-Out at 4 and get a burger.
Well, but the thing is it's a treat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a cheat meal. It's a treat. People, I think America in general has gotten away from the fact that, they were treats. You didn't go to drive-thrus every day. You went to McDonald's like once a week or once a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You went to, and you were treated on the Sunday with maybe a candy bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You didn't eat candy bars every night for dinner or for dessert.
The funny thing is, I'm not a candy bar eater, but there's an In-N-Out burger, for example. I get a 3x3. You got 3 pieces of meat and 3 pieces of cheese. You got lettuce and tomato.
Well, we're going to do it.
But that's basically all protein.
Right.
But then you have a little bread.
Right.
So that's not so bad. I mean, that's not really a bad meal. I figure it's like a protein snack. But if you do it at 4 or 5 o'clock, then you don't want dinner. You're full.
Right.
So that can happen as well. So what are your plans now? You're doing something with a product.
I am. I actually teamed up with $1 billion anti-aging company. It's internal and external
I was going to say you look younger.
Thank you.
Oh, you're 21 now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every day, every year. No, I wouldn't. You couldn't pay me to be 21 again, to be honest with you. But I'm 31, and I was really rough on my body internally, and I was just really rough on myself.
I know we talked about
growing up, and so now my whole goal is to seek everything that I can, the most knowledge that I can, and the best products that I can to kind of fill the void, to kind of fix what's been going on.
Sure.
Kind of repair, not just keep healthy, but to actually repair the damage.
Right.
And so I found this company. I actually was at work. I was at the salon and I was waiting for a client, and I was going through my Facebook newsfeed, and this video popped up, and it's this little 2-minute video about the Instantly Ageless. And I see this picture. The frozen picture was this woman who had a terrible bag under her one eye and then nothing under her other eye.
I saw that.
Right. So I watched this video, and it's like 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Yes.
Hooked me. You watch them put this product, this serum, underneath her eye, and within minutes, they were fanning it, and within literally a minute, you could see the difference. And over a 2-3 minute period of time, it completely diminished it. Not only that, but it diminished wrinkles and things of that nature. So, I contact this woman, and long story short, she lets me know that, I explained to her my history, my cystic acne, the fact that I had really terrible skin, and that I've been through the gamut. The only thing that ever really helped eventually was Accutane, which probably played a huge role in my kidney problems.
Why does it have an effect on that?
It does.
Okay.
It's just hard for your body to filter it, and you're so dry. I would remember smiling and my lips would just crack and bleed. I would get random nose.
Oh my God.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
It was terrible. But I had to remove. I guess there was so much fluid or whatever was going on. It actually had to dry my skin out in order for it to stop processing so much sebum.
Right.
And I was having overactive sebaceous glands, and that's what caused the cyst in my skin. So anyway, I had this scar, the scarring, the large pores, all these issues, and so she explains to me about this cellular rejuvenation serum that this guy, Dr. Newman, has created. Mm-hmm. And he created it before it was ever part of our company, Jeunesse. The actual name of our company is called Jeunesse. And he created this serum out of the growth factor from stem cells, from adult human adipose stem cells.
Right.
And so it's actually an 80% pure concentrated product. There's a few other things in it, but it's 80% pure. And there's nothing like that out there. If you can go to Neiman Marcus, you can go to all the high-end retailers, and not to put any other product down at all, because there's great products out there.
Yes.
They're just not in concentrate the way that this is. And the only reason that we get it, and any of the other products at the concentrate that we have it, is because we're going directly to the source. We don't have to worry about overhead. We don't have to worry about magazine ads. We don't have to worry about billboards. We don't have to worry worry about the competition because there is none.
Yeah.
You know, I'm selling it directly to a friend of mine, directly to people that, go to me.
Let me tell you something. You sent me some samples.
I did.
So I took the thing under the eye.
Right.
I can't believe the difference in that 4 minutes.
Right.
It took everything just, I look like I was 5. It really worked. It really worked.
It
so my girlfriend says, share. I said, okay, but I don't have that many. I'm going to give you one. Because she's very conscious. She's very conscious about her skin and what she does, and she looks great. But I just wanted to try it, and I went over there. I said, I look any different? And she looked at me and says, yeah, but I don't know what it is. I said, my eyes are clear in it. Not that I have really bags, but it just smoothed it right out. And I know it's only temporary, but like you said, you do something over a period of time like Botox, it's going to stay.
Right.
But when you apply it, it almost pulls the skin at first, doesn't it?
It does. And so what you have to remember is not to make any facial expressions during the time, because it is actually the beta hydroxy acids in it are actually tightening the skin.
Right.
And so it actually pulls everything together, smooths it. All of my scarring, all of my stuff, my issues that I have in my face. Privately, I did it one morning in the bathroom just to see. And it's not something I would necessarily wear all over my face, but it was something that if I had maybe a photo shoot that I knew was going to be raw photos, raw photos that wouldn't get to get retouched, it was perfect because it tightened all my pores, it smoothed everything out, it took all my fine lines away. And at night, what I do is I actually put it underneath my eyes. After I put my skin cream on, it doesn't have quite the effect because the night cream is so moist. Yeah. But I do put it on, and it tightens it, and it pulls it during the evening. At night, for the 8 hours I'm sleeping, or 7 hours or 6 hours.
Well, you have to, if you do it fresh on your skin without the lotion before that, it's going to work better.
A little, right. Yeah. You do want to have a moisturized face because you don't want it to be too dry, because it can tend to kind of flake if your skin's too dry. But after your moisturizer's all dried in your skin, then and the idea is to leave it about 15% moist still, so that way as it's drying, it will continue to tighten everything up. It was amazing.
Now, this isn't just for women, you guys. Here's the thing, is that we work on our bodies, we work on our muscle, we try to keep our body fat low, our muscle high. And our skin is the biggest organ in the body.
It is.
And so you've got to take care of your skin. It's got to be taken care of, because as you age, it's going to shrink, and wrinkle a little bit, it's going to spot, things are going to happen to it. I totally believe every time I shower, I always use skin creams around my face and my eyes, everywhere, even my head, my body, because the moisturizer keeps the skin fresh and keeps it tight and it makes it work.
It does.
So the product you have, I have a lot of people coming to me products that similar, they have the multi-level marketing thing, can you get involved in this? And you never know which one works and which one doesn't. But I know this one that you sent me worked.
Not only does it work, but it's only the lead-in product that I shared with you, really, that you really got excited about. That was just something I shared with you, really.
I know.
And so when you get into it, I got in on a basic kit. It was like $199 plus the $50 join-in fee. So for like $278, I bought myself a company, right? I bought partnership into a company, and I had the opportunity to upgrade after that. But in the meantime, I only had to spend the $300, right, if that. So I bought the skincare kit. So it came with the face wash, the day cream, the night cream, the cellular rejuvenation serum, which is, it's $135 retail for that alone, right? $85 at my cost. But I get this little kit. And in 17 days, I don't know if I've sent you the before and after picture of my skin personally, but there was. I put the pictures side by side. I went ahead and took a before picture, and I took a picture 17 days later, and the difference was, and it was incredible. It was emotional, actually, for me, because of the results that I was able to have.
I see a difference in your skin right now compared to the last time you were here.
Right. And I still get one a month, but there's nothing anybody can do about that. That's between me and Big G.
Yeah,
so.
It's like night and day.
Right. It is. And what's happening is I've struggled my whole life, like I said, to find something that not only fought my acne, my skin problems and impurities, but that healed my skin, that was fixing it along the way. Like, I couldn't use an anti-aging product because it didn't work on my acne. I couldn't use just an acne product because it didn't work on, it dried my skin out. And so to be able to find something that balanced my skin, that was refilling that literally was refilling the collagen in my skin, and to get more of a smoothing situation going on, that's a big deal for me. And so the more that I used, the more, like, what is it? Results breed greed, right?
Yeah, sure.
So now I want to know what I've got my hands on. I want to know what I'm a part of, right? And so I start researching this company, and I'm going to the meetings every week, and I'm wanting to know, like, what is going on here? And it turns out the global infrastructure of this company is insane. It's in I think the number right now is 124 different countries.
Really?
So whether we're doing all right or not, it doesn't matter, because you should see the way they're running with this in, like, Rome, in Italy, in Spain, everywhere, Dubai, like, they're everywhere. And we have a group page for our team. I'm on Team Momentum. Calvin's so cool. He is so good about like all of making sure he does videos all the time, meetings all the time, webinars all the time. He has us plugged in. We know right when something's going down, right when something's coming out. It doesn't. He stays on top of it for us.
Yeah.
So it gives me the opportunity to stay on top of it for people that I'm helping out that want to kind of do a business and get out of the 9 to 5.
So basically, what you're doing now with this is you're going to get other people to work along with you.
I am.
And that's what
I'm building a team.
Okay.
I'm building a team. I've got a little one going in Riverside. I've got a couple of people out in Orange County. I'd love to get a team going in LA. I've got one guy out here right now that's, he's working at the airport and he's over it. And he got the skincare pack and he fell in love. So now he's looking into the vitamins and the antioxidants. So the other product that's been a mainstay for me, I will say, because not only do you need to be working on this stuff from the outside, as Americans, as a general, we're pretty vain,
no
compared to the rest of the world.
Yes.
We focus quite a bit on outer appearance and from the and so, but the rest of the country, like, they focus on the internal anti-aging. They focus on how important it is to have antioxidants, a significant antioxidant in your mainstay for your supplementation, and a significant multivitamin. So I've always taken multivitamin. I mean, it's kind of something that, even when we're kids, we give as kids, we get multivitamins from our parents in the gummy form or whatever.
Flintstones.
Right. So I was also spending, this much on the ginkgo and this much on the melatonin and this much on the B12 and this much on the, omegas or whatever it is. This doctor that they teamed up with, who had already, again, unlike most network marketing companies, these products were already made when we brought them on the team. So it's not something where, it's not a couple rich guys that got together and say, hey, let's go make a protein. We can sell the shit out of some protein.
Yeah, exactly.
Excuse my language. And then, they hire the chemist that makes the protein, and sometimes they come up with an amazing product. Yeah. But then they go have the doctor, hey, if we, we pay you this much, will you come be a part of our team and ambassador this product? Yes, of course they will. Well, these doctors, but this is their life's blood. It's 12 years, $6 million in research by Dr. G.M. Papa. He's one of the leading anti-age specialists. He's very revered. He's a couple books out. He's got quite a few books out. I think like half a dozen, if I'm not mistaken. And Dr. Oz and Oprah and all them hold him in high regard. But in 12 years, and $6 million, and he actually got it approved to pharmaceutically prescribe to his patients. And instead he joined Jeunesse, because he saw the movement, he met the founders, he saw what Randy and Wendy were about, that they weren't about making money for themselves, they were set. They wanted to help change other people's lives, and it was kind of incredible to be behind, to hear everything behind why all these amazing doctors are joining our team, Well,
that's what it's all about, is helping others. That's why we do what we do, because we want to help others. And now the supplements you have, they're good supplements, as you said. What you have to realize, a lot of you people out there, is that you can try something, but you don't want to just try it for like a week or two. I used to give my mom vitamins and things, and she was like in her 80s and 90s. And I said, how do you feel? She said, it was fine, I'm done now. I said, but no. You got to stay on it. It's a life commitment. You go on year after year after year, and you see changes over the months, over the years. You're not going to see it in a month or 2 weeks. You might see a little bit, but it does take time to work.
It does.
Like anything else.
It does. Well, what's important to acknowledge too is that, he's actually up for a Nobel Peace Prize, or a Nobel Prize, because of the fact that all the research that he'd done on the biorhythm, the body's biorhythm, and our wake and sleep cycle. And so he's come up with a system where with 2 vitamins in the morning and 2 vitamins at night, you get everything that your body needs. Because during the day, your body needs a certain amount of nutrients and a certain amount of type of supplement to function optimally. And in the evening, it needs a certain different type of supplement to function optimally. And so now what he's done is he's put in 2 pills, everything that you need during the day to function at the highest point, and everything that you need at night to get your sleep, get into the REM sleep, get your growth hormone going right. You know what I mean? While you have focus and energy and during the day.
That's so much better, because if you look in my kitchen, I have 25 bottles, and every day I got to count them out. Every night I got to. My girlfriend does the same thing. She puts them in packages. Well, it's a lot of pills to take. You take this for this and this for this and this for this. But like you say, if you have something in the morning, something at night, then that's just it. It's so much easier.
It is so much
Even when I go on a trip, I have to pattern everything out to go in bottles for every day and every morning. It's like, this is AM, this is PM, this is AM. I'm like, God, it gets frustrating. No. Sometimes I go for a week, I just won't do it then because I don't want to. But something simple to take along would work.
Exactly.
You had said something about, was it grape seed or...
resveratrol.
Resveratrol, yeah. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Okay, so one of the number one selling product that this company has actually put out, because around the world, again, they focus more on things like antioxidants and the vitamins, is they actually have something called Reserve. And it's an antioxidant gel pack that you can take 1 or 2 of them a day. It's literally just a gel pack. You just squeeze the gel into your mouth.
I tried it.
I actually freeze them and eat them like slushies, because they're like little frozen fruit slushies, right? Like a sorbet, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
And it's got the 5 main dark berries, so like the pomegranate, dark cherry, grape, and then it's actually got the aloe vera and resveratrol. So the aloe vera for the joints and lubrication and all that, and then the resveratrol. I don't know if you know this, but I'm sure you've heard that every glass of wine, a glass of wine every night is good for you because of the resveratrol. I have heard that.
Yes, I've heard that. That is very good for you.
So you would actually have to drink 24 glasses of wine to equal the amount of resveratrol they have in each individual pack.
Yeah, you told me
24
that.
glasses, what, 6 bottles of wine.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you probably wouldn't make it through the 6th bottle in order to get the amount of antioxidants that you would need to be equivalent, but it'd be fun trying, but it definitely wouldn't get the same benefits.
No, that's great. So now how do people reach you if they want to get involved in this?
Personally, I do everything through my cell phone. It's the only number I have for everything. And so 951-807-6213, and I'm Jen. And then you can also check out the website.
And your Facebook.
Oh, my Facebook is just Jennifer Henry.
Yeah, you got to check this out and contact her about this. This is awesome.
It's pretty. I'm pretty excited about what I have my hands on, and we're just barely scratching the surface. I mean, we've only been around for 6 years, and in 2015 we did $1.1 billion in global sales, and so Microsoft can't even say that. And it took them 11 years, and so to be able to be behind something that not only works because of the business, but works because people want the products. There is nothing out there that is comparable to what it is that we have our hands on. So.
I'm listening to you talk, and I'm looking at you, and I see what you do with fitness and this and that, and your background history. You're extremely intelligent.
Well, I appreciate
extremely intelligent, and you make a good point, and it seems like you remember everything you read and say and see, and that's very difficult.
Maybe not right away, but it gets stored away.
No, but you're relating what you know so well, and there's so much involved, and there's so many words and so many big words and so much history and so much research, and you just know it like a book. I mean, that's amazing to me.
I appreciate that.
I'm impressed by that.
Thank you.
So, what are your plans for the future?
You know,
we get an In-N-Out burger.
I would love to get an In-N-Out burger. I really don't know. I'm kind of just going with the flow. I really don't know. Like, I have a general overview. I have a general, idea.
Yeah.
I really want, I have a colorful past, and I have an insane history, right? And so I've come from a lot, and I've overcome a lot.
But that's good, because it makes you well aware of what's out there for you on the flip side.
It does. And so without the bad, there is no good. And so I must have had so much bad that I'm so excited about what I've got coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But either way, no matter what, right now I know that I'm okay. Right now I know that I'm on exactly the path that I need to be on.
Yeah.
I just discovered that there's a certification. I was just telling you about this, fitness recovery coach. And so what I've always wanted to do since I've gotten back into the world of the living, is take fitness and health back into prisons, jails, rehabs, mental health facilities.
Perfect.
Because there's nothing more that I would love than to share with people the fact that you can naturally increase your serotonin, you can naturally get your dopamine going again, you can rebuild brain cells. It's been proven.
And they would be very open to that.
You can reconnect neurons in your brain. It's been proven because of physical activity. And if you can honestly tell me that these people that are getting up and actually getting active and feeling better about themselves, it's gonna help a little bit more. Maybe sometimes medication is necessary, sometimes, but it should be a last resort, not the first go-to.
Yeah.
And I was on 7 different medications when I got home.
Yeah.
Okay, and I knew that I did not get right to feel like I was coming off of something every time I missed a dose of it.
Yeah.
I didn't, and so I started to medically detox I'm sorry, I shouldn't say medically detox, because I personally detoxed off of these medications and just got on the treadmill every day, no matter what. At the end of the day, I had to get rid of that.
Isn't it amazing how gym structure can change your whole attitude?
I think it really is the natural increase in serotonin, feeling good, getting rid of that extra energy, that discomfort, and I found that by causing yourself discomfort, and of course now I'm learning that it's actually a medical thing, but by causing yourself discomfort, when you're in discomfort, when you are uncomfortable, it's not as uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yes, I do.
So whether it be because of cardiovascular activity, or whether because you're lifting weights, or whatever it is that you're doing, people who tend to have high anxiety or panic disorder, or be bipolar in any kind of sense of the term, when you purposely increase that and make it, when you extend yourself to your limit.
Yeah.
And then when the nervousness or the anxiety or whatever comes about, your body physically doesn't respond to it in the negative way that it normally would.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, it's
proven.
Just,
it's proven.
It is.
I can sit here, I never get depressed, but I can sit here and say, man, it's a great cloudy, rainy day outside. What am I going to do? I go to the gym and all of a sudden, whole world lightens up. We're talking about trainers and fitness trainers, and many of you out there would like to become a fitness trainer, maybe get a business in health and fitness. And there's a group I recommend to anyone. It's called NASM. It's National Academy of Sports Medicine. And from what all the people I've had on the show, they've all been trained there, and they said these guys are the best. But right now they're offering a 14-day free trial, a CPT certification. If you go to myusatrainer.com/Rick, go on my landing page, you get a 14-day free trial of what it takes to become a certified trainer. They're good, and you can get started today for free. 14 days. How can you go wrong, right?
14 days.
Anything free for 14 days, I'll take it.
Exactly.
NASM, NASM. Go on there and have a look around, and let me know what you think.
What was that website?
It's myusatrainer.com/Rick. It's NASM, NASM. So that's a good thing to check out. Also, World Gym, who sponsor me, are having a video workout once a week on their website of a training a body part. They have ambassadors around the U.S., 2 of them right now, circulating around, doing the gyms, training people like chest day, back day, ab day, and I'm going to post those. I'm going to post a video to get you familiar with their ambassadors and then how they train each week. I think it's a really good idea because people don't have access to something they can click on and watch the thing. So that's something I just wanted to mention. Also, you know that I created this logo for Gold's Gym.
Yes.
And so I'm now offering it. It was suggested to me by my girlfriend that why don't you draw this up and just sell the actual drawing as a framed piece of history on your website, and people can buy it and frame it and put it up on the wall. So I thought it was a good idea. It could be addressed to whoever orders it, signed by me. You can order it, frame it, put it on your wall, send me a picture of you holding it like my friend did, and I will put it on my Facebook and on my show saying that this is what you ordered, and it'll give you a little bit of fame on my show.
Nice.
Kind of fun, huh?
Next time this is going to say Jen Henry.
Yes, it will. In fact, I have one here I will make out to you.
Awesome.
So that's about it. I'm really glad you came here.
Oh, I'm glad you had me. Thank you.
I had you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, have me. Okay. I'm sure how she meant that. Her boyfriend's here. I don't think she meant that. So, but we will do this again. And thanks for watching Rick's Corner, and we'll definitely see you next time.
It's rickdrasin.com. He is the equalizer, baby. See you next time.